Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Leipzig at the Leipzig Arena for this FIBA World Cup qualifier Group L fixture, second round between our host Germany and the visitors from Israel. Well, these two teams almost on different sides of the group. Israel sitting second bottom with a record of 3-4, while Germany, it's fair to say they've been magnificent. As you can see, they made easy work of Estonia the other night. Israel coming up short in the latter stages against Georgia. And other upsets in the group as we see Greece currently playing against Georgia in a close-knit game. But so far as it stands, Germany, Greece, and Serbia in control of their groups. Now, Georgia comes up with a victory today, and Serbia do not. Georgia will be tied with 4 wins and 3 losses with Serbia. While Germany and Greece, with wins today, it's fair to say they could qualify onto China. Well, Israel will be very disappointed with themselves at home against Georgia. Kept it very close. It was in the latter stages, only down by 3 points. Point guard Tamir Blatt just lost control of the ball, which turned it over. Georgia escaped with a 5-point victory. Israel in the first round coming out with a victory up against Great Britain, which saw Estonia go through along with Greece. They are out with a few influential players tonight. And Meckel will not be playing tonight for Israel as he's out with an injury. That will be a big loss to them for sure. Which means Tamir Blatt's going to have to take a bigger role in the backcourt. Well, Germany have been absolutely outstanding throughout the entire of all the qualifiers. Schroeder averaging 21 points a game, not to mention followed by Kleber and Benzing. This German national team really living to expectations. They've got one thing set on their mind, and that is to get there, get to China. And who knows, maybe from then on, to start to believe a little bit, start to dream. And who knows where they can finish. This atmosphere is going to be absolutely electrifying because Germany as well, as we mentioned, a win tonight probably will see them go through. One of only 3 other teams that remain undefeated. Schroeder in the last game, he was a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's absolutely outstanding. We mentioned averaging 21 points per game. He's living to expectations, that's for sure. Very dynamic, explosive point guard with the ability to make his own shot under pressure situations. So he will definitely be trying to make a name for himself. A couple of NBA players being featured tonight. Not to mention a couple of players of the Basketball Champions League for that matter. Well, we just get set to stand for the national anthem of both these nations.
Nationalhymne der Bundesrepublik Deutschland.
Well, both these two teams will shake hands, pay homage, give accolades to one another. We are literally a few minutes away from tip. They can see both sets of coaches just showing respect to one another. Well, the simple fact of the matter is that it is a must-win for Israel. If they lose tonight, they have the difficult task of waiting for the next two windows to catch up. Well, our officials tonight are Tolga Shahin, Zabko. Well, we're very proud to say that we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They have done a magnificent job in all of our competitions, and they will continue to do so here tonight in the Leipzig Arena of Germany. Well, as we mentioned, for Israel, a lot's going to be put on the shoulders of Tamir Blatt to be in their backcourt tonight, as he will be making way alongside the big man, Eden Zalmanson. But not to mention a big performance in Yovel Zuzman, who was a top scorer in the last game for Israel. And only in his young days, definitely a promising talent for the future of Israeli basketball. Starting lineups, you've got Tamir Blatt and Adam Ariel making up the backcourt. Jake Cohen, Itai Sergev will make up the inside, along with the young fella, Yuval Zuzman. This is a big game for him. A lot of expectations and eyes will be on his play after his impressive performance against Georgia. Oh, it's going to be a case of who would you like to pick in your starting lineup for Germany. I mean, there's so much talent there and a lot of players to choose upon. But no doubt we're going to see Schroeder playing the starting lineup. But of course, you've got other players in the likes of Bastian Doreth, and not to mention Danilo Barthel. But a lot on the, good to see Johannes Thiemann now back from injury, who was a member of Ludwigsburg in the Basketball Champions League. Well, the starting lineup, we got Schroeder playing point guard along with Akpinar. And in the backcourt, he will be partnered by Benzing, Kleber, and Zirbis will be making up the men inside. Well, Zalmanson, be good to see him have a few minutes tonight. The physicality that he can bring down low for Israel can allow them to muscle around in the low block. Germany definitely have a lot of size. It's one thing Israel, without Guy Panini tonight, is going to be in a bit of trouble. Well, it's all going to be about the atmosphere tonight, because you remember these two teams on different sides, of course. You know, Germany, a win tonight will more or less see them go through. Now, that can play against them. The expectations and nerves can really get on their game, especially in front of a home crowd. But on the other hand, Israel, I mean, for them, because a win must keep them in the frame for qualification. They must finish in the top three of this group. Henrik Coach Rodel, he knows the expectations that comes with this job. Germany renowned for its international presence of basketball. He's got to ensure that they have a spot there in China. As for Coach David Katech, well, he's done well to get the team where they are now. They came out of quite a tough group. He's had two close encounters with Great Britain, but of course, two blowouts against Greece. An unlucky defeat only just a few days ago against Georgia, but today, the test only gets tougher for them. It's going to be a matter of who can come down here tonight, who can party long enough, who can go 40 minutes. It's a big game now for the young Tamir Blatt. Well, tip is underway, but clearly a violation of tip, so Israel will get the first possession of the game. Zuzman will inbound it. Blatt now doesn't use the screen, but he gives it up. Gets a handoff back. Tamir Blatt goes pick and roll now. This time they get it in the lane. They don't get it. Offensive board. Dennis Schroeder comes up with a loose ball. Now he breaks down the other end. Schroeder pulls up for a three in transition. Can't get it. Israel can just take the time as Jay Cohen grabs a rebound. Zuzman now comes off the screen. Wasn't quite sure what he knows what he's going to do with it, but they go back to Blatt. Blatt pulls up for a deep three. The three's up, and it's an and one. Tamir Blatt. Well, the first field goal of the game for Israel is an and one three-pointer. And the young guard will go to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. Well, he fakes the screen, sets back, just lets it go. It's good. Tamir Blatt makes it a 4-point play. Well, he's had a good experience this year playing in the Basketball Champions League, and he can only just learn from these experiences. And obviously, he'll be looking back at the game against Georgia. It's a little bit of a learning curve. The journey of being a great basketball player. Germany now down the other end. They go in the post, and he puts up a jump hook, and he misses it. And now Israel can break. Pulls up for 15 feet, and Sergev just tucks it away for 15. Israel just having some good open looks here in the early stages. You can see right now, Israel's got into a 2-3 zone now. I'm not sure if this is that they want Germany to shoot the perimeter shots, but Germany penetrate against it and come up with another steal. Pulls up for a three in transition, doesn't get it, but they get their own rebound. Germany don't box out. Cohen kicks it out. Blatt wide open for three. Three's up, no good. Schroeder now just brings the ball down the sideline, hesitates, crosses in, and he drills a foul. Foul's on Adam Ariel with a reach in. Now that's the thing with Dennis Schroeder. He's got a quick step that probably no defender on the Israeli team are going to be able to have on him, so they're going to have to be in the help side ready as much as possible. There you can see Sergev already in help side. Akpinar now gives it back up to Schroeder. Schroeder takes his time, gives a behind the back pass. We got a 3-ball, three's up for Clever, and it's for downtown. Maximilian Clever set the screen, he popped out. The assist coming from Schroeder. Now Blatt down the other, and he goes off the screen, looks for the pop, gives it to Cohen. Cohen looking for the backdoor play, doesn't get it. Quick shot, Sergev, another one, and Sergev is on fire. Hits his last two field goals with a long two-pointer. Well, it takes Sergev now just coming into his comfort with those 15-foot jump shots. Schroeder now gets to the basket, gets bumped again. Wow, this is going to be a bit of a nightmare for Israel's. Adam Ariel picks up his second personal foul. Schroeder just with the unbelievably quick first step here. You can see on the ball. Well, here's the pick and pop play with Clever. Well, the highly rated 23-year-old guard here had an excellent game the other night. And there's a lot that he can offer German basketball in the future. Started his NBA career in 2013 with the Atlanta Hawks. Now just signed with the Oklahoma City Thunder as he makes it 2 for 2 from the line. Gets a handoff now. Oh, crosses over now. Sergev now for his third field goal, and this is a great little play they've got. Every time he sets a screen, he's not rolling to the basket, but he's popping out into a comfort zone. He now has 3 field goals. Comes off the screen to do a pick and roll now. Akpinar's wide open in the corner, doesn't get it, but he doesn't need to. It's the big fella. Like Zerbis just goes to work in the low block. Well, Blatt, did he turn it over? Yes, he did. Well, Blatt just ran into a double team. Had no help side or anything, but here's the pick and roll play with Zerbis. Zerbis takes one dribble, spins around with a reverse layup off the glass. Oh, turn it over again. Sloppy play now. Zuzman down low. Sergeyev goes up, and he's fouled, and he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Sergeyev really enjoying some good possession here in the first quarter. Well, this is a sloppy pass. Now, he thought Zerbis was rolling, but Zerbis was going to the basket. Zuzman just able to spot Sergeyev. He now goes to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, only 23 years of age, playing for Maccabi Rishon LeZion. Had a season at Hapoel Holon back in 2014, but a highly rated young Israeli makes a second free throw. Now moves to 8 points. And the home crowd really getting into this one now. Tries to go baseline, goes up strong off the backboard. Well, what a strong move. Made the contact and just gave him no chance. Robin Benzing. He drive to the basket. That's just how you got to do it. Blatt tries to speed by his defender. Goes back again, pulls up for 15. Tamir Blatt doesn't get it. And now Germany can break with Schroeder. Schroeder alley-oop. Whoa, the alley-oop was blocked by his own teammate. Israel down the other end. Zuzman gives it to Sergeyev. Sergeyev with the reverse layup. And now Sergeyev has 10 first quarter points. The assist from Zuzman. Well, Israel making the most of the fast break. Any German turnover, and they're just off the breaks they are. Schroeder goes baseline, puts it up. Strong move, unstoppable. Well, you can see there, he made the contact in the air. And after that, he just kissed the glass. Backdoor play, they almost turned it over, but diving on the floor, keeps it alive. Gives it up to Blatt. Zuzman steps back, takes the three. The three is up, it's no good. Well, it looks like Mike Zerbis just picks up a little injury there. I think that's when Zuzman dived on the floor. You can see there's the loose ball. It was actually Sergeyev who died. It looks like he's just gone right in the side of his knee. Now, it looks very painful. You can see from that, whoa. Obviously, he's diving on the floor, but he's just made an awkward contact with Zerbis' knee, so hopefully he's okay. I need to put a little bit of ice on that. So Robin Benzin now gives it back to Schroeder. Schroeder looking inside, but takes in the lane. Well, gets away with the travel, but kicks it out for the three-pointer. Three is up. It's no good. Rebound by Nimrod Levy, who's just checked into the game for Israel. He backs down in the low post. Goes down the middle. Cohen with the jump hook off the backboard. Doesn't get it. And now Germany can break. Well, Schroeder gets swiped this time. Tamir Blatt just puts his hand in the cookie jar and forces a turnover. Zuzman all the way, tries a Euro step reverse slam, misses a wide open one. And now Germany can break. Well, Benson tries a deep, deep three, and it's good. Well, thought about it, let it go. Robin Benzing just connects with the triple. Just got a stoppage in play as this game's tied at 14 apiece, but how about this? I mean, you know he's a shooter. You can't give him time or space. He's got a quick release, but just sinks the triple. Got to get a hand up. Levy, probably not much more he could have done about it, but well, Germany make a change. They bring in Danilo Barthel into the game. Just try to give him a little bit of an option in the low block. See Mike Zerbis there. Still look like he's in a bit of pain. Blatt tries to pick and pop, and an offensive foul, an illegal screen is set from Matej Sergeyev. Well, it's actually Zuzman set the screen. That's a poor, poor screen. I mean, he looks like he's gone in to make contact and take him out, but with a screen. You just got to stand still, but Idan Zalmanson checks into the game as he gives Sergeyev a break. Well, Sergeyev played some good minutes. Steps back from 15, fades away, doesn't get it. Zuzman with a rebound, and now he can break. Comes off a screen, gives it back to Zalmanson. Zalmanson for 15, doesn't get it. And now Germany can break on the counterattack. Schroeder takes down the middle. Unstoppable. Nobody able to stop him. Well, just split the defense, probably around 3 players. In the corner now, Black gets it back on the guard. He's gonna go off a screen. Takes it down the middle, steps back from 15. High arc. Tamir Black can't get it. No rebounders, and now Germany can break. Cross-court pass, 3 in transition, goes down low. Back out to Schroeder. Schroeder thought about the 3. Comes off the screen, throws it down low, beautiful pass. Gotta go up with it, gets blocked. There'll be Israel ball baseline. The German bench clearly indicating it came off the hand of Zalmanson. And here you can see, there's the lob pass. Gets it underneath, misses the first one. I think the officials got that one right. Takes it out. Well, it's going nowhere. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Israel ball. Well, Bar-Timur just kind of lost control. Jumped in the air, had no passing option. Kicks it out now. Tries a lob pass. There's a foul underneath the basket. You can see the fouls on Danilo Barthos. He's just holding on to Jake Cohen. See Cohen just trying to cement area. Barthos just got his arms locked up. It's a good call from the official. In low, goes up, miss a layup. Well, Bar-Timur wasn't able to capitalize. Schroeder crosses over, picks and pops. Tata now looking in the low block, throws it down low to the big fella. Big fella down low, Schroeder turns it over, and now Israel can break. Flat transition down to Jake Cohen. Cohen backs down, used the strength. Draws the foul. Now Cohen will be going to the free throw line, as that is now in the penalty. Well, Barthel's probably wondering, in his mind, what can he do? But smart play there. Good break from Israel. Well, there's the pass that led to a turnover. Schroeder wasn't ready. Well, Jay Cohen makes the first free throw. Had some good performances in the first window. The American-born Israeli. And a couple of seasons at a few clubs in Europe, Maccabi Rishon LeZion, as well as had a season with Aris Salonika. As he makes a second free throw. There's a foul off the ball, and it looks like it's on Zalmanson, but well, it's actually on Sergeyev. It's only his second personal foul. So there'll be no shots. Well, Israel make a change. Sergeyev goes to the bench with his second personal foul. And Alexei Chubrovich will check in. Well, down low. Barthel makes a bump, goes around the other way with his right hand. That's a beautiful post move. As he gives Germany a 2-point lead. You can see with the contact and the pump fake, he just made a beautiful spin with the jump hook. Zuzman, time, space, pulls up from 18 foot. The jump shot's up, and it's good from the young fella. Well, now Germany wastes no time, and they turn it over. Sloppy play. And now Israel can break. Timur takes in, doesn't get the M1. But they'll be going to the free throw line to make it 2 shots. Now Germany only got themselves to blame for the indiscipline. Well, Barthel's going to have to go to the bench as he picks up his 3rd foul already here in the 1st quarter. That's not good for Germany. See his frustrations, but he's got to play with more discipline. Well, Baltimore misses the 1st free throw. Playing the majority of his career in Israel. Now playing for Hapoel Jerusalem since 2014. Prior to that was playing in Germany, but good play to have in the system. Now Israel stay in that 2-3 zone, which was causing a few problems with Germany, but if Germany starts to light it up, they're going to regret playing the zone. Schroeder now comes off a screen. They go down low. Good cut down the middle, pulls up from 15 feet, can't get it. And Israel can probably go for a 2-for-1 here with 44 seconds left. Timur doesn't use the screen. Loses the dribble. Well, now you can see Israel really struggling on the court when they don't have Tamir Blatt. It's also a problem with having Guy Meckel in the team, who's unfortunately out due to injury. Timur, an excellent player off the ball, but needs help, needs someone else to come in and play the playmaker style. Schroeder steps back, deep 3, puts it up, doesn't get it. Dalmanson gets a rebound. And now Israel can dribble this one out for the last shot. Zuzman's gonna go pick and roll. Zuzman looking for the lob. Nimrod Levy now gets him up in the air, puts up the jump hook, and Nimrod Levy right at the end of the 1st quarter gives Israel a 3-point lead. Well, something out of nothing. You could see the Israeli players weren't quite sure who to go to for the last shot. But Nimrod Levy did so well to get inside the paint and just put up that little jump hook. But at the end of the 1st quarter, there's the visitors who lead this one by 3 points. Well, Germany know that a win tonight will Germany know that a win tonight probably could see them through, but you see the statistics, they're only 2 for 5 from the perimeter, 5 for 10 from the field, still relatively strong, but Israel just getting a few more opportunities. Israel making the most of their counterattack on the fast break, while Germany just a few little mistakes on offense. Well, Germany's chance to get back into this one, and well, that's one way to do it, to shoot well from the perimeter. It's only the third triple of the game. Oh, Clever now ties the game up now. He hits his second three-pointer. Timur just looking for options, comes off the screen, kicks it out to Zuzman. Zuzman back to Timur, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Timur fakes all the time in space, goes up, and he's fouled. We go to the free throw line to make it 2 shots now. Timur, you can see, we talked about him probably being so comfortable in that point guard role, but one thing he is, he's just such a good scorer. Good first step. Here you can see he's got the ball. Steps, pump fakes, and just beats the screen. Timur will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Missed the first free throw. He's enjoyed the majority of his career now playing for Hapoel Jerusalem. He will also compete in the Basketball Champions League this season. He makes a second one. Gives Israel a 1-point lead. Israel now stay in that 2-3 zone, which is going to be interesting because Germany have just started to feel a bit more confidence from the perimeter. You can see good ball movement. Tanner now tries a 3, doesn't get it. And now Israel can break. Zalmanson now looking for a handoff, gets it back to Timur. Back to Zalmanson. Down low to Cohen. Cohen with 6 on the jump shot. Puts it up with a jump hook. Well, he had 6 seconds left in the shot clock. Did so well to spin around. Put it up with his right hand. Germany need to respond here. Tata comes off a screen. Back to Kleber. Kleber moves to Tata to get the ball in the corner. Deep, deep 3. The 3 is up. It's no good. Well, 2-3 zone seems to be working. Germany just need to believe in themselves. Zuzman now looking for Cohen. They get it to Cohen in the low block. Cohen back to Levi. Levi corner 3. It's good! Nimrod Levi, the assist from Jake Cohen. Well, Israel just moving the ball well. The ball goes in. It comes back out from all angles. And Germany have to call timeout. Well, Germany are getting good looks. I mean, they're penetrating against the zone. They're getting good looks on the perimeter, but they've just got to make those 3-point shots. Well, both these two teams relatively playing well from within the rainbow, 50% apiece. I mean, they're not shooting the lights out from the perimeter, but the thing with doing so well in common is just good ball movement, good looks. But right now, Israel just making the most of their opportunities. Germany need to believe against a 2-3 zone. Sometimes at this level, you wonder why teams play a zone, because most of these teams can shoot the ball well, but for Germany, it's just a mental edge. Just got to start hitting those 3-point shots. With Jake Cohen here, so well to react. This is a pass at Nimrod Levy in the corner. Just sink the last triple. Well, there you can see Germany wasting no time. The ball back in Schroeder. Schroeder really just makes things happen for them on the offense. Schroeder now takes in the lane, tries for a call out here. You can see he wants the isolation part. Gets it ready over a double, puts it between his legs, spins around, kicks out. They got another 3 ball. The 3 is up. It's a big air ball. And now Israel can break. Zuzman just takes his time. Down low to Zalmanson. Zalmanson, time and space. He's going to back down. Spins around. Well, he gets fouled. And the big fella is going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Well, you can see Germany very confident in their man-to-man defense. They don't like to help out too much, and it just gave Zalmanson too much time and space to go one-on-one in the low block, and in the end, he's now going to the free throw line for 2 shots. Zalmanson, not the foundation big man, but fits the bill for most teams. Just a very hard-working fellow who gets rebounds, set screens, but plays good defense as well as he makes the second free throw. Now Israel lead this one by 7 points here in the second quarter. Well, it's good to see Mike Zerbis back into the game. He had that awkward collision with Zegev. You can see it's good to see his knee. It hasn't bothered him too much, but we'll see how he goes there in the early stages. Well, he turned it over, sloppy pass there. And now Israel can break. Zuzman doesn't know what to do. Well, gets away with one. Has to pull it out. He thought Zuzman was going to go for a Euro step, but was just unsure of himself. Timur for a deep three, doesn't get it. Schroeder, time, thought about the three. Is the clever. Oh, another poor pass. Zuzman all the way, gets blocked. Get out of here. Well, Schroeder effortlessly made it look easy. Just denied Zuzman an easy layup. Schroeder now, you can see, going to try to attack. Steps back for the three, doesn't get it. Big rebound now. Both teams, just sloppy passage of play now. In that case with Zuzman, he's got to learn on the break. You just got to go up and try and dunk it. Down low to Zalmanson, gets him up in the air, pass it out. Zuzman three in the corner. Wow, Zalmanson, coach probably yelling at him, saying go up with it, but in the end they get a three-pointer. Israel lead this one by 10 points here in the second quarter. Zuzman up to 5. Get in the corner, time, space on the baseline. Another German turnover. Zerbis keeps it alive. Sloppy play again. And now Timur can break. They got numbers. It's 3-on-1. Levi all the way. Doesn't get it. Tipped back in by Timur. And Israel just really going at it, going after it. Germany just not playing like a team who's undefeated so far. Very lackadaisical passing, but how about this for transition? Levi missed a layup, and Timur just gets up and tips it back in the basket. Well, he's got to look at his team right now, and he's got to ask them, guys, he might be undefeated, but this isn't a cruise all the way to China. Well, Germany so far with 8 turnovers, and in all fairness, Israel have done so well on the break, but in Germany, the turnovers have just come from very sloppy passing, and just right now everybody's waiting for things to happen. Well, Israel is playing that 2-3 zone, which Germany aren't able to hit a few three-pointers right now. Right now, Israel leads a rebound at 14-11. Well, Danilo Berthel has 3 fouls, which he picked up in the first quarter. That was a big loss to Germany because it's allowed Levi and Zalmanson to just dominate the boards for them. Well, I mean, Dennis Schroeder does well to get back and block him here, but it's been a lot of the case for Germany, just giving the ball away and allowing Israel to get out on the break. They must take care of the ball. Schroeder comes off a screen now. Another turnover. Well, Timur just puts his hand in the passing lane and just tips it out of his hands. Timur now gives it up. Zalmanson. Zuzman catch and shoot for 3. It's Jake Cohen. Jake Cohen sinks the triple. Well, the assist from Zalmanson, and Israel just playing with a lot of swag and a lot of confidence. Lead this one by 15 points. Jake Cohen now goes up to 7. Ops now looking for Zerbis in the low block. They go for the lob. Keeps it alive. Has to kick it out. Schroeder, good ball move from Germany. He's got to make it. Well, Zerbis just throws Jake Cohen to the floor, and he picks up the foul. Well, I think there you can see Zerbis just got frustrated, but what a three-pointer. That's a big thing for Israel, is that the players they've got playing in the low block, Levi and Zalmanson along with Cohen, all can shoot perimeter shots. Zuzman back to Zalmanson. Zalmanson goes up with a finger roll. And Israel are up by 17 points. Well, just under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Schroeder pulls up, and finally, after 2 minutes of play, Germany's able to capitalize. Schroeder just cuts the deficit to 15 points. Zalmanson looking for the handoff, gives up to Zuzman. Zuzman back to Zalmanson. Zalmanson almost turns it over, but keep it alive. Back to the big fella. Big fella for 15. Zalmanson tucks it away off the pick and pop. Well, he's working hard out there. He's setting screens, but he's making the shot. Cross court now to Ops. Ops takes it down the middle with aggressive drives. He kicks it out. Schroeder thought about the three as he comes off the screen, but I'm not sure what Zalmanson was doing there. He just came out to delivery foul. I think he wants to go out the game, but Zalmanson looks a little bit out of breath. That is only the first team foul, as Israel are about to make a change. Itai Segev, who's their second top scorer at 11 points in the first quarter, he checks back into the game. Israel lead this one by 17 points. 4:09 to go in the second quarter. Cross-court pass. We got another deep three. Can he make his third? It's in and out. He doesn't get it. Well, they call it behind the back call on Jay Cole. Now, that's a very good call from the official. You see, it was Maximilian Kleber who took the three. It was actually Benzing who took the three. Kleber was under the basket. Cohen just had a hand in his back. Well, right off the inbound play, hits the three. Well, Andreas Ups, very quiet so far. Gets his first 3 points of the game. Schroeder just put a bit of full court pressure. Batimo all the way, gets blocked. And now Germany can break. Schroeder dish it off. Ups all the way. That's a bit better now from Germany. Bit of fast break basketball, just gets the crowd in it. Ups and Schroeder just making things work. But what about this for a block? Benzing off the backboard. Get out of my house. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Remember, this is my house. Follow all of your teams if you download the app. Because right now, Benzing just letting Israel know, this is my house. And Israel are just going to have to call timeout to sort themselves out. Well, we talked about Germany not being able to hit some outside perimeter shots, but Andreas Ups just gave him a little bit of belief there from the perimeter. Maybe make Israel think twice about playing a 2-3 zone, but the zone has played in their favor. Well, Ops has just scored the last 5 points for Germany. It's just sparked a little bit of life into their offense, but that's quite what Germany need at the moment. They need people to step in and step up. Schroeder picking up Tamir Blatt, who also checks back into the game for Israel. We get the handoff now. Zuzman back to Blatt. Blatt in the lane. Cohen kicks out. Zuzman three in the corner. Well, the perimeter shooting is just unbelievable right now from Israel. You see the three there by Nimrod Levy. It's his second three of the night. Schroeder comes off a screen. They go pick and pop. Well, this time decides to take to the basket with his left hand, and he lays it up with a kiss off the glass. Well, that is a strong, strong move by Kleber. Blatt back to Cohen. Cohen hit his last three. This time he takes it. It's up off the backboard, and the Bank of Pennsylvania is open as he hits a triple. Well, Cohen now 3 for 5 from the field. Well, Tamir Black gambles with Schroeder. Now they got the mismatch. Cohen on Schroeder. Schroeder steps back, doesn't get it. Zuzman gives it up to Blatt. Down low, what a pass! He's blocked. Oh, Tamir Blatt, unbelievable bounce pass to spot Jake Cohen. Cohen gets fouled, so he'll be going to the basket. It's just unselfish basketball right now from Israel. They're moving the ball. They're playing for each other. Cohen, pump fake, thought about the three, off the backboard. And now the young fella from Pennsylvania will go to the line and make it 2 shots. Jake Cohen playing his college basketball with Davidson. Man, she's played for clubs in Israel. Had 1 season where he played for Aris Salonika, but stands at 6'10", versatile big man who can sometimes step out and just play a 3 stretch 4 position, but he makes both free throws. He gives Israel an 18-point lead. Clever thought about the 3. Schroeder wide open. He'll pull the trigger on the perimeter. Doesn't get it. Germany's poor perimeter shooting continues. Israel gives it up. Levy, deep 3. Doesn't get it. Well, if he made that. Schroeder crosses over. Euro step down the middle. Kicks out. 3 in the corner. 3 is up. No good. Zuzman. They got numbers of 3 on 2. Transition under the basket. Levy. And the officials have called a charging foul. Well, nice defensive play there by Schroeder. Pretty sure it was a good call because it looked like Schroeder was outside the circle. Excellent call from the officials. Schroeder, just such a smart play there. Had he been inside the circle, it would have been a blocking foul, but Germany get the ball back. Foul was on Tomer Ganat. It's his first personal foul. Schroeder all the way to the basket, just around Jake Cohen, just uses the long length of his arms. Blatt gives it up to Cohen. Cohen gets a handoff from Ganat. Back to Levy. Levy thought about the 3, kicks out to Blatt. Back to Cohen. Cohen for 15, force it up again off the backboard. Well, Bank of Pennsylvania, you open? Because Jake Cohen just sinks another 15-footer. Just over a minute to go here in the first half as Israel lead this one by 18 points. Well, he's hit his last 2 field goals now. Trying to get something going, but Schroeder, 5 on the shot clock. They throw the lob back out to Obbs. He's got to make it. In and out, doesn't get it. Minute to go now. Israel lead this one by 18. Germany, they're getting those good looks. They just can't capitalize. And Tamir Blatt draws a foul. He'll go to the free throw line as they're in the penalty. Well, the young fella makes the first free throw. He's had a very, very impressive season this year. Played in the Israeli Premier League, but also had quite the season with Hapoel Holon. But he's just signed with Hapoel Jerusalem as he makes both free throws. Again, he'll have another year in the Basketball Champions League. Israel now lead this one by 20. With just over 30 seconds to go, Schroeder crosses over, kicks it out. Takes it down the middle. Another kick out. Obbs couldn't make his last one. This one is nothing but net. And it's a nice penetration to kick out. Well, it was only a matter of time because Germany started with Robin Benzing. Here you can see the penetration down the middle. Kicks out to the open Obbs. Now, that is what happens when you play a 2-3 zone. Germany just have to start knocking down the three-pointers. Now Israel have 29 seconds now to try and go for the last shot in the first half. Really built himself a lot of momentum here.
Anyway, we use the clock. Anyway, we use the clock, huh? Anyway.
You can see the coach telling him, we got to use the clock, run it down. Don't give Germany another chance to get one more shot. Blatt now on the ball. Going with Timur now. They're going with the double of Timur and Blatt in the backcourt for this last one. They're going to go pick and roll with Cohen. Well, actually, they get the ball to Cohen. Back to Blatt. 8 on the shot clock. 5 Blatt. He's got to get something going. Back to Cohen. Cohen corner. Wide open. Levi for 3. Doesn't get it. Offensive board. And Israel able to get last 2 points of the first half through Gannett. Well, again, you just look how wonderfully Israel moved the ball. They got an open shot. They didn't get it. But an offensive rebound. Germany really need to go into the half locker room for a bit of soul searching. That is as it stands here at the end of the first half. Israel lead this one by 19 points. You can see Israel 12 for 22 from within the rainbow. Germany only 9 for 14. Both these teams 6 and 5 triples apiece. Israel, though, dominating the rebounds along with the assists, 16 to 9, and also have 9 steals. Germany with 9 turnovers. Now the thing is with Germany right now is, with their mind, 7 wins, 1 more, they're qualified, but they really have to keep their eye on the trophy, really keep their eye on the objective. And hopefully they can turn it around for themselves in the second half. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink, go get something to eat. Don't go anywhere too long, because in 14 minutes, we'll be back for the second half of this FIBA World Cup qualifier second round fixture.
Wir haben noch die Halbzeitstats präsentiert von Gesundheitspartner des Deutschen Basketballbundes von der FIBA Basketball World Cup. Zur Halbzeit Deutschland mit 14 Rebounds, Israel mit 20. Hier sitzt Deutschland 9, Israel 16. Zweierquote, uns ein bisschen besser mit 64%, Israel ist 54. Ja, das ist aktuell so der Knackpunkt. Dreierquote Deutschland 28%, Israel 50%. Freiwurfquote Deutschland 100%, waren auf 2 und Israel 80%. Die Halbzeitstats präsentiert von der FIBA Basketball World Cup.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half here at the Leipzig Arena between the nations of Germany and Israel in this FIBA World Cup qualifier second round. Germany have been undefeated in this tournament in the qualifiers throughout, but right now Israel leading by 20 points. Well, Israel recently just came off the back of a very narrow defeat against Georgia. Georgia only just moments ago finished their game against Greece where they looked like they were on the end of an upset, but Greece just came back with a buzzer beater layup in the last seconds. Germany right now need to realize they have 20 minutes to turn this game around. 7 wins. Probably in their mind preparing for China already, but Dennis Schroeder with 10 points leading the way, but he needs to just step up. Other players need to step in with him. Well, Germany have been fantastic throughout the entire of the qualifiers, but win tonight would more or less guarantee them a spot to qualify all the way through to China. And right now, Israel just holding them. For Israel, it is a must-win, as they've only won 3 games so far throughout the qualifiers and lost 4 to give them any chance of sneaking into that 3rd place. They really need to win tonight. Jay Cohen now leading the scoring for them with 14 points. He's played unbelievably. Well, it's a matter of how long they can maintain this momentum going forward in the second half. They played a 2-3 zone against Germany in the first half, which many would have raised their eyebrows over, but the thing is, Germany have struggled to shoot from the perimeter. And they are without Guy Meckel tonight, which many would have thought was going to be a big loss. Guy Meckel was unbelievable in their last win against GB in the last round. Well, he needs a bit of life in their team. He needs a little bit of leadership. The last play of the first half, you can see Israel beautifully executed the last shot. He got it through in the corner, but even though they missed, they got an offensive board and went straight up with it. Right now for Germany, it's just a little bit of pride, a little bit of physicality. Means getting dirty, just playing a little bit tougher. For Israel, added to their style of basketball, they've just played such unselfish basketball. Zalmanson working so hard in that 5-man role, getting rebounds, setting screens. Zuzman been relatively quiet based on his performance the other night against Georgia, but he has hit a few shots from the perimeter. Oh, he fakes it, goes all the way around, gives it to Zalmanson, goes up, and he doesn't get the and one, but this is what's been so key for Israel. They've just been getting inside the paint. Just giving easy handoffs, shooters on the perimeter, but in this case, big fella Zalmanson down low. Well, Zalmanson makes the first free throw. We talked about his presence with this team as well as his club level. Haven't seen him played in the Basketball Champions League. Not the foundation big man, but fits the bill very well as an ultimate role player in the low block, but he makes it 2 for 2 from the line. Israel stay in that 2-3 zone. They go down low. Zervis now guarded by Zalmanson. He's going to back down. Oh, beautiful pass in the corner. Another kick out. Good ball move. Clever. He'll take the 3-pointer. Germany still cannot shoot from the perimeter. Blatt lob pass to Cohen on the basket. Cohen goes up. Strong move by Jake Cohen. Well, Cohen sealed off his man. Caught it in a pressure situation. And Tamir Blatt with another steal. They got numbers. Transition. Zuzman goes up. Misses the layup with a leak. A very weak shot. And he picks up the foul. And you can see Zervis just has a few words. And Zuzman, well, Zuzman there reaching in. There's no need for it really. Swiping at it. Service hasn't connected either. He picks up his first personal foul. 23-point lead now to Israel. They get the reversal. Ups now, takes it down the middle, tries to bang, gives up to Zerbis, turns it over again to keep it alive. 10 on the shot clock now. Zerbis now takes it from 15 feet, and he tucks it away. Well, right now Germany so looking to move the ball as quick as they can. At some point, players just have to take the responsibility. Blatt in the lane, kicks it out. Zuzman for three, doesn't get it. Germany come up with a loose ball. Now they can break. Well, he pulls up for a three. The three is up. Tips it around, and it's good. Wow. Full around with the defense, but he got the three-pointer to drop. Germany on a 5-0 run now. Blatt comes off a screen. Blatt pulls up for a quick three, and Tamir Blatt just answers down the other end. Pulls up for the tray. Israel now back up by 21 points. Schroeder comes off the screen. Schroeder will try from the perimeter. Doesn't get it. He is really struggling now from the perimeter. Has 10 points tonight, but his three-point shooting hasn't been on. Blatt time and space. Deep three. Doesn't get it. Now, was that the best shot he could have taken? Transition. Zerbis. Good fast break basketball there from Germany. And Mike Zerbis just doing what many big men need to do in this situation. When you're chasing down the game, you just got to get out on the break. Zalmanson down low. Jake Cohen. Oh, he missed a layup. And now Schroeder all the way. Dunks it in the lane. Well, Germany, there you can see just a little bit of more physicality in their play. Tamir Blatt gives it up to Levi. And now Tamir Blatt on the point guard role. Blatt thought about the three, gives up Cohen, gives it to Levi. Levi wide open three in the corner, looks off, doesn't get it. Now Israel just starting to cool down. Well, it's away with a carry there. Schroeder. Schroeder's going to shake a bank now. Comes off a screen with Zerbis, pulls up from 15 feet, doesn't get it. Levi with a rebound. The big man just gives it up to Tamir Blatt. Cohen gives up to Zalmanson. It's a handoff with Zuzman. Just draws the foul. This is a bit better now. These two teams just starting to play with a bit more confidence. Well, there's the play. Now, did he touch the backboard? Well, there's the crossover, just the athleticism and the first step on Schroeder. Fakes the screen. Levi, no chance. Appears to be another foul on Zuzman. He fouls Benzin. Well, lost the ball. And again, it was Schroeder doing a good job now. Zuzman, in that case, picks up a second personal foul. Doesn't want to pick up another one. Germany just started to chip in now to the deficit. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Down low to Zerbis. Zerbis now looks for options. Tries it down, but he can't catch it. Tough angle. And they had the right idea there. You can see Maximilian Kleber trying to cut down the middle, but really Zerbis, it's a tough angle. After the cut, you can see probably Kleber's going to clear out, which would have given Zerbis time and space to isolate. Zalmanson gives it up to Blatt. Back to Zuzman. Zuzman. Blatt down the middle, kicks out Cohen. Cohen will try the three. Israel cannot buy it from the perimeter. Schroeder breaks it down the middle, pulls up with the floater. Doesn't get it. Tamir Blatt comes up with a loose ball. Now, the Israeli bench are asking, is that an intentional foul? But the official does not appear to have called it. Well, here's the floater. They don't get the tip back, and Blatt here's the foul. Now, you have seen those called before. Schroeder's very lucky. Zalmanson takes it against service, fades away, and the big man going to work. Well, Zalmanson showing no fear, going right at Mike Zerbis. Down the other end, gets fouled, and Zalmanson's called for the foul. So Benzing will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Danilo Bertho picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter, has only just checked back into the game. He has been a big loss for them so far because they've needed his physical presence. Especially with his partnership with Mike Zerbis, who can really start to muscle down Israel in the low block. As Robin Benzing makes the first free throw. Well, he started the game well when he hit those 2 perimeter shots against the Israeli zone, but after that, just started to lose confidence, gave up a few good looks, but Germany's going to get back into this game. They really need Benzing to start to light it up. He makes the second free throw. Zalmanson gives up to Cohen. Cohen, oh, down low, Ariel under the basket, missed the layup. That was a good pass, good look, he's got to finish. Schroeder now gives up, Benzing tries it from the perimeter, doesn't get it. Almost gets his own rebound. Israel come up with a loose ball. Tamir Black can break. That lob pass, they keep it alive. Ariel tries the 3, doesn't get it, in and out. Well, Ariel appears to be hit on the shot. Israel down, it's a 5-on-4. Schroeder comes off the screen, fakes all the way. Well, Schroeder just grabbed the foot of Tamir Blatt. As he comes off the screen, gets knocked. As he goes down, you can see he's grabbing the foot of Tamir Blatt. Well, it's good professionalism there from Tamir Blatt just to walk away from it. I like this from both of these two teams. Oh, a little bit of physical play, but emotions aren't waving too high. Zalmanson just goes to the bench for a breather. Well, there's Johannes Thiemann, who missed a lot of the season with Ludwigsburg due to injury, so good to see him back in the lineup and maybe in contention for a good season next year. MHP reason Ludwigsburg made it to the Final Four of the Basketball Champions League, where they came up short in the semifinal, but it's good to see that Thiemann's back. He uses his athleticism so well in the low block, and probably that's what Germany need right now. A few more rebounders. Schroeder makes the second free throw. Now it's a 15-point deficit. Israel lead this one. Cohen looking for players to move. Right now, he can't get the ball to anybody. Blatt takes it down the middle, pulls up for 15. It's a tough shot, doesn't get it. And now Germany can break. Schroeder thought about the 3, gives it up. Benzing gives it back to Schroeder. Back to Benzing. Cohen in the lane, and Benzing just lays it up. And he cuts it down to a 13-point deficit. Israel have to call timeout. Well, this is the response he would have wanted his team when he gave them at the end of the halftime break. Dennis Schroeder and Benzing leading the way on this German comeback. Well, Israel, who were dominating the rebounds in the first half, Germany all of a sudden just starting to make a better input. Better input here in the second half. That was down to Zalmanson in the first half, but right now he just needs a few more players to step in and step up. But there's a key difference. 23 points coming from the bench of Israel. Germany only 10 points, but just making a better run at the moment. Zalmanson now gets a handoff. Looking for Cohen. Cohen gets it hand, loses the ball. Did he turn it over? Yes, he did. Germany ball. Germany just starting to up the ante on the defense. More physical. Hands in the passing lane. Well, Akpinar also checks back into the game for Germany. We turn it over. Black gets a loose ball. Cohen in the corner to Levi. Back out to Blatt. Back to Cohen. Cohen tries a three. Doesn't get it. Levi with a rebound. Got to go up. Kicks out. Zuzman for three. Well, Israel cannot buy a bucket from the perimeter. Levi should have got up with it in the paint. Schroeder, three, transition. Doesn't get it. Way off. Well, Blatt just gave a hard bounce pass to Cohen. Kicks out. Tamir Blatt for three. Three is up, and it's nothing but net from young Tamir Blatt. Well, 2-3 zone now. They stay in it. Tries a three himself. Doesn't get it. Get the offensive board. The kick out. Tiemann kicks it out. Schroeder in the lane. Gets fouled. Well, now Schroeder will go to the free throw line as they're in the penalty. That's better now. Schroeder realizing that his perimeter shooting is not quite on, so the next thing he's doing is going to the basket. He's got so much athleticism. Zuzman now picks up his third personal foul. All three fouls coming in this quarter. Timur looks like he's going to check in for Zuzman, so he doesn't pick up a fourth. Schroeder makes the first free throw. Well, he missed the free throw, but there was a lane violation, so it wouldn't have counted, but Schroeder's body language just says it all right now. You can see his frustration with his jump shot, but really he's just got to keep attacking the basket, keep getting to the free throw line. As Niels Giffey comes into the game. Israel lead this one by 15. Timur goes hand up with Blatt. Back to Timur, wide open for three. Off the bench, a little short. Well, he was wide open, but he's just come off the bench. Germany just keep it alive. Kick it out. In the lane, time, space. Good pass. Tiemann under the basket. Well, he missed the layup. Cohen with a loose ball. And there's a foul. Well, it's only the 14th foul, but you can see Johannes Tiemann, there was a frustration foul as he missed the field goal underneath the bucket, but here's Cohen with the ball. Well, it's just an accidental slight trip. Nothing really in it, of course. Tiemann just puts his hand up, but looks like Timur's going to bring the ball up. Gets a handoff with Blatt. In the corner, Levi. Was wide open. Timur wide open for three this time. In and out, doesn't get it. Well, gives it to Cohen. Tiemann and Barthel fight over it, and Cohen just gets a free lunch. Well, communication, simple as it is. Both went for it, and in the end they fought over it. Three in the corner, Giffey wide open. That will settle it for Germany. cuts it down to a 14-point deficit. Well, Blatt just keeps it alive. It turns it over. Well, Tiemann. Clearly, Tiemann's been held by Zalmanson, but the official let it go. Well, if we see the replay on that, Zalmanson's arguing with the referee. Look, he's holding me down. I can't move. Here you can see, look, here's the turnover from Blatt. Akpinat gets the, look at it, Tiemann just holding back Zalmanson. That's a big three there from Giffey, who just cuts the deficit down, but now Ismet Akpinat is going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. At 23 years of age from Hamburg, Germany. Just enjoying his 6th year of professional basketball now in the league of the Basketball Bundesliga. As he makes both shots. We're down to a 12-point deficit now. Germany really chipping at it. Baltimore now. Gives up to Levi. Blatt splits it down the middle. Down low. Beautiful pass there. Beautiful play from the young Tamir Blatt. Boy, he took it in. He spotted Tomer Gnat, who got the easy layup. Just what a penetration into the zone by Tamir Blatt. Well, Shorter pulls up way short. Airballs it. Tiemann, what a hustle. Well, Levi just wanted to let it go out. Johannes Tiemann had other thoughts. That's just how you don't give up on it. Well, the ball moves that slowly. You really just have to grab it. You can see Schroeder comes off. Poor shot, just airballs it. He's got a, well, it's actually quite high. Fairness to him. If Levi tried to have grabbed it, probably would have fallen out of bounds. Not much he could have done. I think what the coach said, how can you make that decision from there when the official's down there? So I think they're going to review the play. Did Johannes Tiemann step out of bounds in the attempt to save that? Well, here's the replay. Schroeder comes up the screen, shoots the air ball, but lets it run. Looks like Tiemann's jumped out, grabbed it in the air. To me, that is a German ball side baseline. That's a good call for the official. Tiemann has jumped out of bounds to save it. He's knocked it off Levi. Well, he's going to lead this one by 14. We're a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They go down low. Barthel turns around. Well, he gets fouled, but he's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Barthel makes the first free throw. Well, playing in Munich this year after having a good season, a couple of good seasons with the Fraport Skyliners. 26 years of age. Been around for the national team quite a while. Makes it 2 for 2. Tamir Blatt pulls up for a deep 3. And I'm going to talk about the shot selection there. Was it the right choice? Schroeder all the way, gives up to Tiemann. Tiemann lays it up. And now it's a 10-point deficit. Blatt spins around. 6 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tamir Blatt kicks it out. Baltimore. And it's an offensive foul. Well, you see in a case like that, it's great defense from Germany. Baltimore out of control. Lappinart just does really well to move in position, draw the contact. And now you can see they're going to put in a few more shooters here for the last 10 seconds. Well, we've got Obst. Schroeder's been a little cold here in the second half, but they got 10 seconds to get a shot up. Comes off the screen, takes in the lane all the way. Too easy! Schroeder to the basket. Puts up the last shot. And at the end of the third quarter, Israel's 19-point lead. It was up to as many as 24. It's cut down to 8. Schroeder hasn't had the best night from the perimeter, just attacks the basket aggressively. Move into the last quarter here. Israel just holding on to the 8-point lead. Well, you can see so far the stats going in favor right now of Israel, but Germany just chipping back into this last third quarter. Started to believe in themselves, make a few shots from the perimeter. Israel haven't played man-to-man the entire game yet. Stayed in that 2-3 zone, but Germany just starting to figure it out now. Germany, if they could just get out on the break, start to cause Israel a few more problems. Well, one more quarter to go. Can Germany cement a place? Quick FIBA World Cup finals in China. Or can Israel just delay the party and also give themselves a fighting chance for the next two coming windows? Remember, Israel have only won 3 games in this. They've won twice against Great Britain and once against Estonia. They really need to pick up a victory tonight. Well, now backs down Barthel, just use the physicality, too easy. Jake Cohen clearly undersized to guard Danilo Barthel. Kuzma now gives up to Blatt. Steps back from 18, forced a shot, and it's a big one. Well, tough shot there from Zuzman. He just did well enough to get it up, and Schroeder turns it over. Poor play there. You see, he got into a good position, but he was unsure whether he should have shot it or passed it. Blatt now guarded by Berthel. Well, gets away with the travel. Lob pass underneath, gets fouled. Well, this is a bit better now from Israel. Israel playing like the team they were in the first half, forcing too many shots from the perimeter, but just moving the ball. What was working for Israel in the first half was they were trying to throw the ball down low. Now, if it went down low, if they had an easy look, they'd go for it, but the Ball would go in and it would go out to an open shooter, and it really made the German defense collapse and shift. Matai Sergev hasn't scored since the first quarter. He really did carry the team on his shoulders in the first quarter. He just kept setting simple picks and popping into 15-feet positions and just sinking the jump shots as he makes both free throws. Good thing about this Israeli national team right now is a lot of young players here, a lot of young potential for the future. Blatt, Zuzman, Sergev, something to build on. Takes in the lane, gets fouled. That's the first team foul. It'll be a sideline ball to Germany. You can just see, does so well at getting past his opponents. I mean, really, what was a shooting foul? Well, Schroeder will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Makes the first free throw. Schroeder is the big difference right now for Germany. He's a real key player that's for them that dictates the tempo and offense. As he just gets a second free throw to drop. Cuts the deficit now to 8 points. He moves up to 19 points. Tamir Blatt, backdoor pass, reverse layup, and it's beautifully done by Zuzman. The assist for Tamir Blatt. Well, unselfish basketball, but what a pass. In the lane, wild layup, Ariel with a rebound. And now Israel can break. Blatt comes off the screen, gets a handoff with Zuzman. Zuzman time, space. Well, tried to pass it, but it comes off the foot. Now, did he have time and space there to pull up from 15? But there's the right mindset. Think of his teammate first. Well, confirmation from tonight that Greece did beat Georgia. Georgia will remain on 3 and 4. So these next 8 minutes are going to be so important for Israel. If Israel can win this, they will move to 4 and 3. That's why this game is just so important. Serbia play later on this evening as they take on Estonia. They just keep it alive. Blatt comes off the screen, kicks out to Zuzman. Zuzman steps back for 3, doesn't get it. Well, he almost come up with a steal, but now Schroeder can break. Schroeder behind the back, a bit of shake and bake, crosses over in the lane, kicks it out. Akpinar, big 3, he gets it! Wow, big 3 there by Akpinar. 7 points now in the game. Zuzman gives it up to Cohen. Cohen a little quiet now. Backdoor Ariel. Dish it up. Back to Zuzman. Misses a wide open layup. Well, that is huge. And now Schroeder. Transition. Just gets it tipped out by Sergev. Oh, what a 3 by Akpinar. That is a huge, huge triple. And he loves it. Akpinar gets a bit of a handoff. Now, finally Israel go to a man-to-man defense. Zuzman's guarding Schroeder, gonna need a lot of help. Schroeder off the screen. He hits the 3! Well, he's been struggling from the perimeter, and that's what it means to him. You can see how frustrated he's been with his perimeter shooting. But when he finally hits a triple, he cuts the deficit down to 4 points. Israel were up by as many as 24. Schroeder, what a 3. Israel have to call timeout right now to sort themselves out. Cohen leading the scoring right now. He's 3 rebounds away from a double-double. Zuzman only 1 point and 3 assists away from a double-double as well. Down Zalmanson also chipping in 9 points right now, but Israel really are struggling from the perimeter. Came out like a house on fire in the early stages of the game, but they need other players to step in and step up. Dennis Schroeder leading the scores right now with 22 points. Lindsay 4 rebounds away from a double-double. Barton Moore now playing the point guard role. It's a big possession now for Israel. Gets a screen from Zalmanson. Zuzman down low. Here comes a double team. Well, still there from Schroeder. Transition, numbers, transition, lays it up. 2-point ball game. Well, started with Dennis Schroeder as he got the steal off the double team. Barton Moore screaming Zalmanson. Cohen down low, another turnover. Germany can tie the game up with a 2. They can take the lead with a 3. Schroeder just gonna take his time, crosses over in the lane, dish it off, and run! While Germany tie the game up, Danilo Berthel with the and 1, and he can take the lead with a free throw. What a play here. The assist from Dennis Schroeder. He moves up to 8 assists. Look what it means to Danilo Berthel. Germany have not led since the first quarter. Just maybe, qualification for tonight could be on the cards. It's a big free throw now for Danilo Berthel. Can he give Germany the lead? Yes, he can. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Germany, for the first time, lead over Israel. This now a big possession. Tamir Blatt on the point as he goes pick and roll with Segev. Comes off another screen. Timur thought about the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Blatt takes it in, puts up the layup, misses a layup. Big rebound by Segev. Kicks out to Cohen. Timur, he'll try deep 3. Doesn't get it. Israel cannot buy a basket. And a jump ball's called. And it will be Israel's ball. Well, Israel just cannot buy a bucket at the moment. They're getting some good looks, some good penetrations. Right now, nothing is dropping. Germany lead this 1 by 1. We get it into Zuzman. Tries to go all the way, draws a foul. It's a smart play there from Segev. It's Berthel now, I believe he picks up his 5th personal foul. So he's fouled out of the game. That's a big loss for Germany. Now, he picked up 3 fouls in the first quarter. In his absence, Germany weren't too strong in the low block. So Kleber's back into the game. They go with a bit of a smaller lineup. Zuzman on the perimeter. Cohen throws it down low. Segev down the middle. Segev tries to go up with it, and then a tough move. He ties Segev, goes around 2 players, and he puts Israel back up by 1. What a move. Schroeder now tries to use the screen, gives in the corner. Akpinar, quick 3. Oh, baby! 6 to triple. And he puts it, Germany up by 2 points. Big 3 by Akpinar. He moves up to 8 now. Tamir Blatt comes off a screen, gives it to Cohen. Cohen all the way! And Jake Cohen gets fouled. And the boy from Pennsylvania will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Jake Cohen has been Israel's top scorer throughout the game, but really, he hasn't scored since the 3rd quarter. These are 2 big free throws right now, but look at this for a play. I mean, Akpina wide open. He made his last 3. You can't leave him open. You know he's going to shoot the ball, but look at this as a move from Itai Segev. So strong. Around Schroeder, around Benzing. Still finishes it. These are big, big free throws now from Jake Cohen, the former Davidson basketball player. Makes the first one. We mentioned about Jake Cohen. He's got a breadth of experience. Started his professional career in 2013 and 1 season playing for Aris Salonika. So we know all about the international game in these kind of atmospheres. Can tie the game up with this free throw. Misses a free throw. Well, the pressure just got to him. Israel trailed this by 1. Schroeder now on the ball. Got it by all the way. Wow, tipped out of bounds. Four and a half to go in the 4th quarter. Big possession now for Israel. Zuzman. Go down low. Tries to go up with it. Doesn't get it. Itai Segev forces a shot. Zuzman guard Schroeder in the corner. Big 3. Gets it! Wow, that's a huge trade as he gives Germany a 4-point lead. Well, we talked about Germany unable to make the 3-pointers in the first half. All of a sudden now, everything dropping. Big 3 from Zuzman. Misses it. I'm not sure if the foul is on Israel. It's on Germany, but looks like it's on Israel. What a 3 there. Looks like we got a timeout now. Germany just starting to build some momentum going into the last under 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the Group L, big game up tonight will be Serbia versus Estonia. If Israel lose this game, they're really going to depend on Estonia to pick up an unlikely victory against Serbia. Serbia now sitting 3rd place in Group L with 4 wins and 3 losses. So Georgia, as we mentioned, they came up with a last-minute loss against Greece. That was big for them, as Greece also remained undefeated. But you've got to give credit to Israel, missing a lot of their key players, but still able to come here on the road to lead against Germany. The game's not over. Look at the key stat there, 32 points in the paint. Now, a lot of that was when they were able to bring in Danilo Berthel back into the game, but he's fouled out now. One of their more influential low block players. But Dennis Schroeder really has just dictated the tempo for Germany. There was the and one that gave Germany the tie. Well, Germany's ball. So they lead this one by 4 points now. Under 4 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. Schroeder comes off the screen, kicks out, Benzing, big 3. Oh, baby, he's on fire! He gives Germany a 7-point lead. He's hit his last trays. Germany have hit the last 3 3-pointers. Blatt comes off the screen, almost turns it over. It's a kick ball. Well, Benzing now moves up to 18 points. His 3-point shooting has been so clinical here, especially in the 4th quarter. I mean, if you're Israel right now, you got to know you can't leave him open. The problem is you got to step out and help against Dennis Schroeder. Zuzman in the lane, puts up the floater, gets it to drop. Back to a 5-point game. Just over 3 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Israel must get a stop here. Zuzman moves up to 11 points, 4 for 8 from the field. Down low, takes it down the middle. Puts up a wild one. It's a beautiful shot. Wow. Just took it in, fades away, and Niels Gippy just gets the flow to the drop. Blatt kicks it out. Levi, big three, gotta make it. Misses it. Another kick out. Well, Blatt draws the foul. He'll go to the free throw line as Germany are on the penalty. It looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him. What a turnaround jump hook. Nothing but net in the low block. Big, big shot. The foul's on Akpinar. Second personal foul. 15th foul for Germany. This is good for Israel because every time they get fouled, they will go to the free throw line. Blatt can chip this deficit, down to 5 points. Well, he missed the first free throw. The pressure just gets to him. Well, he's got to learn about this pressure. He's got a big season ahead of him. The Hapoel Jerusalem. Makes a second. 6-point deficit, under 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Zuzman picks up Schroeder full court. Akpinar goes all the way around, doesn't get it. Out of bounds. Looks like the officials have called it Israel ball. Now here's Akpinar. Fakes the screen, goes all the way. That to me looks like it's come off Cohen. Blatt pulls up, deep three. Tamir Blatt, what a three-pointer. Well, cuts it down to 3 points. I mean, that three was from no man's land. 3-point game here. Germany, big offense for them. Schroeder, Euro step in the lane. Missed the layup. And he gives Israel another chance here. Corner, can he tie it up? Levi ties the game up. 88 apiece. Wow, back-to-back triples for Israel. When you thought it was all over, they just come back and tie it up. Well, Israel keep their composure, and they don't go away. Germany, the victims of their own downfall. Well, we've got just over a minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. Schroeder leading those scores. Benzie followed up with 18 points. A lot of those coming from the perimeter. Barthel's fouled out. As we mentioned, it is ejection from the game. Well, excuse me, it's 5 personal fouls. Lead to their downfall in the low block. Jay Cohen, 19 points. A lot of those coming in the first 3 quarters. Tamir Blatt, what a huge three-point he just hit. Not to mention Nimrod Levi, big three from the corner. Well, it's a tie game right now. Well, correction, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if Levy's three was a 3 or a 2. There's the one from Tamir Blatt. Now here's Levi. Has his foot on the line. It's a 2-pointer. The game is not tied. Germany lead this one by 1 point. So correction. And you can see he just wants his players to put a bit more pressure. Minute 40 to go here. Germany lead by 1. It's a big possession now. Schroeder on the ball. Mismatch against Jake Cohen. He's going to get the isolation now. Schroeder on the attack. Goes in with his left all the way. Schroeder with a big layup. Germany back up by 3. Israel have to respond here with Tamir Blatt. Blatt on the ball. Kicks out to Levi. Back to Blatt. Throws a lob to Cohen. Cohen low block. Fouls on the ground. Now, Jay Cohen will go to the free throw line as Germany are in the penalty. Oh, Jay Cohen. Well, here's the move from Schroeder. Just gets up high, hits the top of the sky, the backboard. Just kisses the glass. Jay Cohen, what a job he does of sealing off. Benzing Just draws a foul. Germany panicked, had to foul him on the ground. But these are big free throws by Jake Cohen. Well, Tomer Ginat checks back into the game as well, probably just to give Israel a little bit more size in the low block. It's a big lineup they've gone with. Cohen makes the first free throw. We can only imagine the nerves for him right now. He knows how big this game is. They have to win this one. Makes them both. Cuts it down to a 1-point deficit. Just over a minute to go here. Germany up by 1. Cohen now moves to 21 points. Second top scorer in the game, just behind Dennis Schroeder. Schroeder now on the ball. Guarded by Blatt. Schroeder crosses over. Takes it in with his left. They double team, he's on the floor. Turns it over. Israel can break. Keeps it alive. Israel take the lead. What a pass by Tamir Blatt. What a fast break run there by Zuzman. Well, Tamir Blatt, man-to-man defense on Dennis Schroeder was a big key there. Zuzman crosses over. Zuzman now isolates, in, fades. Now, they've called it a shooting foul, so he will go to the free throw line. Here's a turnover, but look at this for a fast break from Israel. Blatt, lob pass. Zuzman catches it, lays it up off the glass. Now this is a tough one because to me it did not look like Dennis Schroeder was shooting the ball, but you can see no arguments from Israel. These are big free throws now for Schroeder. Oh, he missed it. The pressure's got to him. Dennis Schroeder has to make this free throw to tie the game up. Now if you're Israel, if he makes a free throw, you got to go timeout. At 29 seconds, Schroeder's got to make it. Missed it. Cohen with the ball. Now Germany don't have to foul. 5 seconds difference. This is a big play here. Cohen gives it back to Blatt. Blatt now, lobbed. Cohen in the lane, turns it up. Well, it looks like it's going to be Israel's ball baseline. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Well, again, it's going the same play. Lob, Germany. You can see it's come off the face of Benzing. Good call by the official. Excellent call. Well, the officials have to review it, but he does have the call right. It does come off the face of Benzing. Here's the lob from Tamir Blatt. Cohen fumbles it right there. Just makes contact with Benzing's head. Let's see if we can see better from this angle. Fumble. The first replay, this one shows him a bit better. There's the contact right there, just at the end. Well, this is a tough decision now, but from that angle, it does look like it's come off his head, but just right there. Does it touch his head or not? It's a tough one to say, actually. Well, they have gone back. It's Israel's ball, baseline. Well, 8.8 left in the game, but Israel have 3 seconds on the shot clock. The good thing for Israel is if they try to go in the low block, try to go for a quick shot. Germany's in the penalty. Well, Israel's in the penalty, so any foul was sent to the free throw line. But we got a timeout right now. Who would have thought Israel, down by 8 minutes or 2 minutes ago, would be up by 1 with 8 seconds left? What a game of basketball we've had. Well, Jake Cohen was relatively quiet in the second half. He still leads all scorers. He's 2 rebounds away from a double-double. Tamir Blatt now double-double himself, 16 points and 10 assists. Well, Dennis Schroeder, 24 points, really has been their best player. He has a double-double as well with 12 assists. Benzing 4 rebounds away from the double-doubles. He has 18 points. Shot the ball so well to really led their comeback. Germany have to play the most disciplined defense off this inbound. They have to get the ball, they have to get up the court and score. Worst case scenario for Germany is they go down by 3, possibly 4 if Israel make a 3, but either way, Germany's got to get the ball. You could foul automatically, send them to the free throw line. It's a tough situation for Germany. The question is for Israel, who do you go to right now? Well, Blatt's inbound the ball. Last few possessions, he's gone to Cohen. He's going to go for that lob. Well, it comes off Germany's hand, but it will still be Israel's ball. 1 second on the shot clock. So now for Israel, it's a case of catch and shoot. No time on the shot clock, really. Must shoot the ball. Just having the lane game. I think what the officials trying to look at was how much time was lost on the deflection. Well, it's a sideline ball now. Tamir Blatt will inbound it. 1 second left on the shot clock. They got to get it inbound. They got to shoot it right away. Zuzman puts it up. Doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound. It's out of bounds. It will be Israel's ball with 2.4. Well, now Germany must foul. Germany did not box out. They played such good defense. Well, Zuzman takes a wild shot, gets his own rebound. Schroeder unable to pick it up. But now Germany must foul Israel. Send him to the free throw line. Blatt will inbound it. He's got to get the ball inbound. They lob it in. Get into Gannat. No foul called. Now, Germany's argument was they fouled him way before the time had gone off. It took the officials quite a while to call it. Ladies and gentlemen, time's up, but we need to figure out how much time was left on the clock when they made the foul. So now we need to review this. Well, to be fair to Germany, as soon as he caught the ball, it really needed to be much quicker to make an intentional foul. Now here's the ball inbound. No foul. There's the foul. Probably about 1.1 seconds left. So you see the lob, catches the ball. Well, Schroeder fouls there, possibly 1.6 there. If they call the foul on Schroeder, it's 1.6 left. It's a big, big call. 2 free throws will be shot. The question is, if they call the foul on Schroeder, or do they call it on Niels Giffey? Oh, it looks like the officials have only given 0.4 seconds left. Well, in that case, it does pretty much look like Germany will have no chance to get a shot off. Israel, all they have to do is really It's irrelevant. You don't really have to make either free throws. It's unlikely Germany will get a shot up. But ladies and gentlemen, what a game it's been for Israel. They led this game throughout the entire 4 quarters. Germany made an epic comeback. Started towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Wow. Here's what you see in basketball sometimes is a mistake. A deliberate miss, a free throw that didn't hit the rim. Now Germany will have the ball with .4. Likely they'll get a shot off, who knows? Just ask Derek Fisher that question back in 2004 when he made a .4 jump shot against the San Antonio Spurs to win the game. Well, they never say never. There's a chance, it's a chance, but with .4 seconds left. Well, Germany did shoot better from the perimeter towards the end of the game, but really, they just were the victims of their own downfall. Israel, credit to the spirit, credit to the unselfish style of basketball they play, but 2 clinical threes towards the end got him back into the game. Israel just came out better here on the rebounds, 38-34, but not too sure if Israel, and the violation there is it didn't hit the rim. All he had to do was hit the rim. Well, Gnat better hope. And with .4 seconds left, nothing comes to it for Germany. Even if he made the free throw, would have at least put them up by 3 points. Now, this is a tough situation here. They will get the ball sidelined. .4 seconds left. Israel lead this one by 2. Germany have .4 seconds left to get a shot off. Is it possible? Lobs up, oh my Lord! They tied the game up! Have they tied it up? Did they do it? I can't believe it! .4 seconds! Did they get it off? You have to see the replay. I cannot believe. Here's the lob pass. It's good. To me, that's off. Look from that angle. They've tied the game up. We're going into overtime. I cannot believe it. Well, the worst nightmares come true for Israel. Tomer Gnat, all he had to do was make the free throw. He deliberately missed it. He missed the rim, and he gave Germany another chance. We're going into overtime. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a surprise we've been in for tonight. Here's where it started. Tomer Gnat just thought, I missed a free throw, that's it. But he didn't hit the rim, which is a violation. Gave Germany a chance. Lob ties the game up. What a lob pass. Dennis Schroeder gets his 13th assist of the night. Israel now was celebrating at the end. They thought it was all over. Germany, just one last chance, and they're back in it. Well, in the 3rd quarter, Israel led this one by as many as 24, completely controlling the tempo of the game. Germany came back, led it by 8. Israel came back, led it by 1 with .4. Germany tied it up. We're into overtime. What a game we've got. Remember, Germany win this one, more or less. They'll be ready. They'll be booking the plane tickets to go to China. Israel must win this one to give themselves another chance. Well, the home crowd, all of a sudden, just restored with new life. more hope now. And remember, on the results tonight, Greece came up with a buzzer-beating layup as they beat Georgia. They remain undefeated. But here we go. Overtime begins. Dennis Schroeder, first possession. Schroeder now bending, wide open, hit his last two. It's gone cold, offensive board. Akpinar, he's hit his last two, hits it 3 in a row. Now they usually say the first team to score in overtime is the team that wins it. We will see. Akpinar now moves up to 11 points. Jake Cohen, well, Cohen just gets knocked out. No call. Schroeder missed the layup. Well, the Israelis not happy with what happened to Jake Cohen. He just got the wind knocked out of him. Still struggling. Now, in fairness, Schroeder did go for the ball. The ball just made contact. Here's a pass from Blatt. There you can see Schroeder's gone for the ball, so it's not a foul. It's a good call, but unfortunately for Jake Cohen, it's just not a nice hit to get. Israel really need Cohen, but what a three from Akpinar to give them a 3-point lead. Well, as Israel's leading scorer with 22 points, they really need him in the game. So they're getting inbound to Cohen, back to Zuzman. Zuzman comes off the screen, they turn it over. Akpinar, transition all the way, lays it up, gives Germany a 5-point lead. It's a big possession now for Israel. Tamir Blatt, well, that's a deep, deep three. Way, way out. Now, comes up Israel player. Germany will get the ball. Tamir Blatt's three-pointer was between the halfway line and the three-point line. Germany now lead this one by 5. 3:40 to go here in overtime. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder looking for Benzi. Here's the mismatch. Guarded by Tamir Blatt. Whoa, gets away with the travel. Deep three, clever. Oh, baby! Hits the triple. Gives Germany an 8-point lead. Israel have to call timeout. Well, here's a low block play. Now, to me, that's a traveling violation, but in the end, he kicks it out. Kleber with a huge, huge three-pointer. Puts him up by 8 points. Israel, just only moments ago, when Zuzman got his own rebound, was celebrating because they thought they'd won this game. You can see Germany have really won all the second half. 30-22 in the fourth quarter, but really, Tomer Gannat will be so frustrated with himself. And he just missed that free throw, hit the rim, and he just made it. They wouldn't be where they are right now. Well, here's the play where suspicion of a travel, but they kick it out to Kleber, who just nails it from downtown. This is now a big, big possession for Israel. Cohen now gives up to Levy. Back to Zuzman, catch and shoot from the perimeter. Zuzman cannot buy it from the perimeter. Just over 3 minutes to go in overtime. Germany up by 8. Schroeder just patiently takes it in with his right, gets fouled. That's a hard foul to give. The foul is on Ariel. Well, again, they've given it as a shooting foul, so Schroeder will go to the free throw line. Dennis Schroeder now missed his last 3 free throws. He hit a big three in the fourth quarter, but he has struggled with his shooting in this game, but he's been their best player. He just makes the last one. 9-point lead to Germany. 3 minutes to go here, overtime. Well, too strong of a pass, turnover. Israel now just look very dejected. They got to pick themselves up. 3 minutes to go. They made a comeback by 8 points with 2 minutes. Akpinar comes off a screen, gives up to Schroeder. Schroeder, deep three, doesn't get it. Big rebound by Segev. You can see a lot of this game. Sometimes there's been spectacular team play and good ball movement. There's also been, at times, quick decision making on the shot selection. It's a big chance now to chip into the lead. Well, he makes the free throw. Huge free throw to make. Well, he had a good season with Maccabi Rishon LeZion back in the opening year of the Basketball Champions League. Well, he is a fantastic, versatile player that plays inside and outside, but he cuts it down to a 7-point deficit. You see the Israeli bench looks on very nervous. Transition now to kick it out. Schroeder on the ball. 10 on the shot clock. Back to Schroeder. Schroeder goes down the middle, puts it up. Strong move. Moves to 26 points. Back to a 9-point lead. Blatt now calls for a screen from Cohen. Blatt all the way, kicks out. Oh, Zuzman almost turns it over. Levi puts up a wild one, but he gets it to drop. Tough move. That was a big shot. Back to a 7-point deficit. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Sure. Akpinar hit the first shot in overtime with a big three. Goes down low. Well, gotta be careful with the foul. Fades away. Benzing. What a shot! What a fadeaway! Well, you know who he learned that one off? That was a Dirk Nowitzki shot, and I'm sure he spent his childhood learning from the great Dirk Nowitzki. What a fadeaway from 15 feet. Minute and a half to go here. Germany lead by 9. Zuzman's fouled by Schroeder. He will go to the free throw line. I mean, look at this. That has got Dirk written all over it. Beautiful fadeaway. And he loves it. Well, there's a big free throw from Zuzman. He has to make these. Pressure situation. Hits the first free throw. Gets a second one, Yovel Zuzman. Big free throws. Minute and a half to go here. Israel must get a stop. Germany, full control of this now. As they were at the end of the fourth quarter. This time, can they learn from their mistakes? Schroeder gives up. Benzing thought about the three. Almost turned it over. Oh, he gets fouled. You can see it's fatigue there. Ball was on the floor. Segev reached in for a second time. Now he sends Benzing to the free throw line. Wow. Could have called for a double dribble there, but the officials let play go. Segev picks up his third personal. Makes the first free throw. That's his first point there. A spectacular fadeaway in the previous offense, but puts it up to an 8-point game. Makes them both. Clutch free throws. Back to a 9-point game. Minute to go here. Blatt low block. Zuzman, tough shot, missed it. Rebound, Benzing. Well, that was big. And a foul there by Ariel. He fouled Schroeder. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a game it's been. This game has been a roller coaster. Israel just played some fantastic basketball. They led by as many as 24 in the third quarter. Germany made a comeback. In the fourth, Germany led by 8. Then Israel came back, and Israel led by 2 points with 0.4 seconds left. Tomer Gannat tried to deliberately miss a free throw, which didn't hit the rim, which was a violation, which gave Germany the chance to come back and take it into overtime. And since then, Germany have been in control. Schroeder has 28 points with the first free throw, but they lead us now by 10. Well, Israel really need to get to the basket as quick as possible, get a quick bucket. Zuzman down low, they turn it over. Germany get it. 30 seconds to go. And Germany just maybe are going to remain undefeated here in Group L, along with Greece. 8 wins, 0 losses. Qualifications might be on the cards as Schroeder moves to 30 points. Israel have played some inspiring basketball. They could have won this game. A slight error at the end. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us, but Benzing's been fouled by Blatt. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, that was his 30th point of the game. He truly has been the best player as he finishes with a double-double. 13 assists, 30 points. He's been the difference in the game. The reason for that comeback is Benzing makes the first free throw. Well, probably at the end of the fourth quarter with 0.4, you could see his frustration. And now it's total relief. Well, that is as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. Germany remain undefeated. 8 wins, 0 losses as they come out victorious, 112-98 against Israel. What a game it was. Unbelievable roller coaster. Israel played some fantastic basketball without their star players. But in the end, they just could not hold on. A slight mistake towards the end of the game. Israel must win probably the remaining of their 4 games in the qualifiers in the next 2 windows. While Germany, it's quite fair to say, they're probably on their way to China. 8 wins, 0 losses. Serbia tonight will take on Estonia. Israel will be hoping that Estonia can do the impossible and come up with a huge victory against Serbia. Well, Zalmanson, so influential in Israel's first half play. Cohen, the top scorer, with 24 points. But it just wasn't enough. Zuzman, Segev, and Levy finished with 14 and 13. Tammy Blatt with 16 points. That's what it means to Germany. Book the tickets, boys. Well, you look now, Georgia, Israel, now on 3 wins and 5 losses. So even if they were to win the remaining games, they wouldn't be able to catch up to Greece or Germany. Suppose Greece and Germany now will kick their feet up. Probably look forward to a summer in China at the FIBA World Cup. Well, statistically, these 2 teams are fairly even. Both shot the ball very well from the perimeter and within the rainbow. Only 14 to 15 turnovers apiece. Germany started the game off very, very sloppy. Cohen was 2 rebounds away from a double-double, while Tammy Blatt had a double-double with 10 assists and 16 points. Zuzman had 6 steals. In the end, Israel just the victims of their own downfall. They had the game won with 0.4 seconds left, but they just couldn't finish it off. A deliberate free throw that hit the backboard and not the rim, came back to bite them. A lob from that man, which was caught by Clever, took them into overtime, and in overtime, they ran away from it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just finish you off with some highlights, but we thank you for joining us. More games this evening across the globe, and the next 2 days, it is a FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Second round, 2 more windows to go after this. We're all competing for a place in China. But for now, we'll see you for more games across the globe.